Join thousands of others who refuse to stay silent. Subscribe to this channel today. Something is happening in Britain. A quiet fury is spilling out onto motorways, towns, and communities. A message is being sent, not to Parliament, not even to the Prime Minister, but directly to King Charles. People are demanding action. And the question is simple. Will the king step in, or will he turn his back on the nation he swore to serve? Across the country, frustration is boiling over. On the M53 motorway, a massive banner appeared, reading, "Charles, do your job. Fire these traitors." That's not random graffiti. That's desperation. Ordinary people, fed up with politicians, fed up with broken promises, and fed up with being ignored, are now calling on the monarch himself to act. For centuries, the crown was seen as the last safeguard when politicians failed the people. And while today's monarchy is meant to remain neutral, the king technically still holds a power many thought had faded away, the ability to dissolve parliament and trigger a general election. But here's the catch. If Charles used that power, it would ignite a constitutional firestorm. Politicians and critics would call it undemocratic, reckless, and even dangerous. Yet many ordinary citizens argue that Britain is already in chaos. The system is broken, and waiting for politicians to fix it feels like waiting forever. Think about it. The cost of living is crushing families. Energy bills, food prices, and housing costs are spiraling out of control. Migration numbers are higher than ever, leaving communities stretched and divided. And every day, more people feel like their voices don't matter, their votes don't change anything, and their leaders are deaf to their struggles. In that climate, the king is being seen in a new light. To some, Charles is too concerned with global institutions, with climate agendas, and with looking respectable on the world stage. To others, he's still Britain's last hope. A figure who could step in, end the deadlock, and call the politicians to account. And that's the heart of the debate. Should King Charles dissolve Parliament? Should he force an election right now? Or should he stay silent and leave the people to wait, and wait, and wait? Opponents warn that intervention would destroy the monarchy's reputation forever. They say Charles would be dragging the crown into politics and ripping up centuries of tradition. But here's the counterpoint. What good is a monarchy if it never acts when the country is in crisis? The people are already restless. Anger is spilling into protests, banners, and fiery debates online. The political establishment wants calm, but the streets want change. And for once, the people aren't just shouting at number 10, they're shouting at Buckingham Palace. This could define King Charles's reign. If he acts, history will remember him as the monarch who broke convention to save his people. If he stays silent, history may see him as a weak figure who bowed to political pressure while Britain burned. The power is in his hands. The people are calling his name. The only question is, will King Charles answer?